Here with the puppies, everyone's doing great. We are getting big. We are up playing. Little personalities are really starting to come out. Valerie's doing great. So we are getting close to when it is time to pick. So we've got this video, and then we've got our next week video, and then it will be time to start our picking process. But puppies are doing really, really good. Yes, we are. We got the ribbons on them so you guys can see who is who. Got Mr. Blue right here, Miss Blue. I do it to you every time. I'm so sorry. I'm so used to Blue being a boy. This is Miss Blue. I'm going to get it right. I'm going to get it right. I do it every video. But everybody's doing really, really good. Hey, come here, guys. This is the last week that they will be with Valerie. Valerie's doing great. She's keeping them well fed. After they're 6 weeks old, they are on, we have like a puppy mush. We soak the puppy food in water. By the time they go home to you, they are on solid puppy food. We feed the Hills Science Diet, the large breed puppy. I will post a picture. Come on, guys. They want to see y'all. They don't want to see me. I will post a picture of the bag to the blog so that you guys can see exactly what we're feeding. And by the time they go home, I'll have a schedule to you about when they eat and about how much they are eating. So we do want to make sure that the puppies / dog, when they're older, you want them to be lean. You don't want an obese dog. It just causes health problems. So by lean, you want to be able to look down, see a defined waist, not ribs. But you do want to be able to see where their waist kind of goes in. And that's going to stay true for their whole life. I know that it's easy to feed them a lot and let them lay around all the time, but it's not good for them. So we want to make sure that we're feeding them the right amount and they're getting the right amount of exercise too. I tell people all the time, if you want a laid back puppy, this is the litter to get on. Of course, they're still going to be puppies. They're still going to have their toddler phase where they're active and you know, they're outgoing and stuff. But Valerie is one of our most laid back girls. She is easygoing. She's the type of dog that she doesn't have to have the ball thrown for her all the time. She's just, as long as you're close by, you don't even have to be petting her. As long as she is right there with you, her tail is wagging and she is happy. And that's kind of how these guys are. You can see they're not on top of me, you know, just having to have all this attention. As long as they're close by, they are content. So definitely a laid back group. Sweet, sweet puppies. Hey, they do get up, they do play. We have some that are a little more active than others. You can see Miss Blue right here. She loves the toys. Come on. Say, I definitely love my toys. But yeah, they all have their own different little personalities. Like I said, that's really starting to come out this week. So we got Miss Blue right here. This is Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown is usually up with his tail wagging all the time. Aren't you, buddy? Aren't you? Say, I'm just so sleepy. I'm so sleepy. And Mr. Black right here. And then the rest girls. So we have Miss Gray. And we got Miss White. Here's Miss Purple back here. Miss Yellow. We got green on the bottom, still our petite little girl. And then right there we have Miss Orange. So, hey, y'all want to get up and play? Does anybody want to play? Nobody wants to play? Everybody just wants to go to sleep? Well, come on, guys. See, there's your tail. Usually Mr. Brown's tail is just a wagging, wagging, wagging. There he goes. Say, I'm just a happy boy. I am happy, happy, happy. But yeah, so there's your tail. There it is. So I'm going to do the same thing that we do every week. I'm gonna try to get them up and playing. Like I said, this is kind of what they do. They'll play for a few minutes, and then they are sound asleep. So maybe if I wake them all up and we get gathered over here. Miss Orange, your tail's wagging. Guys, y'all want to play? Y'all want to play? I'm going to go over their weights and their temperaments and kind of tell you everything that we've seen. Sorry. With them over the past couple weeks. Nobody wants to play. They're just looking at me like I'm crazy. They said it is raining outside and we just want to sleep. We don't want to get up. It's a good day for some good sleep. We've had some terrible weather here recently. Just a lot of rain. Good sleeping weather. All right, so we will start with the biggest puppy. Nothing has changed. That's Mr. Black. Mr. Black, excuse me. Mr. Black is our big boy. Mr. Black is 6.4 pounds. Yes, and he's kind of middle of the road, more of on the definitely laid back side. So I'm not really as laid back as Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown, I'll go over him in just a minute, but I'm a little bit more active than Mr. Brown is. I'm going to be a big boy. 6.4 pounds, really light colored coat. Yes. Got the blocky look, kind of like his daddy does. So Tommy has that real blocky look that a lot of these English cream retrievers have, especially the males, and he definitely passes that along, especially to the boys. What are you looking at me for? Hey. So this is Mr. Black, the biggest puppy, the big boy, really thick coat. And I'll compare him and Brown here in just a minute, side by side. I can't hold the 7 girls at once, but I can hold the 2 boys. On there, Mr. Brown. Oh, Mr. Brown. This is sweet Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown is 5.4 pounds, so he is a whole pound smaller than Mr. Black. So still going to be a good sized boy, just not as big as Mr. Black. You can tell by looking at their paws, which I'll show you here in a minute. So I'm very laid back. I'm always wagging my tail. I'm happy. I'll play with you, but I kind of just easy go and go with the flow. So I'm sweet boy. Like I said just a minute ago, his tail is always wagging. He is just happy to be around us, happy when we walk in, just a happy guy. Say yeah. And I'm laid back, I'm so sweet. Look, I'll just fall asleep right here. So this is Mr. Brown, and what I get, come here. Get the 2 here compared together. So we've got Black right here, we've got Brown right here. As you can tell, Mr. Black is a pound bigger. Mr. Black's coat's going to be a little bit lighter. Mr. Brown is going to be a little bit more laid back than, say, Mr. Black is, but very similar in temperament. Really the only difference in these 2 is size. You can just tell by their paws that Mr. Black's just going to be a little bit bigger. So these are our 2 boys. All right, let's see if I can go down my list. We go to the tiny girl next. So this is our smallest puppy. She has been from the very beginning. Very laid back, Miss Green. Miss Green's coat is starting to turn not green anymore. That's just from how she was born. If you're just now following our videos, her coat had a little bit of a green tint just because the sack that she was in when she was born. Has nothing to do with her health or anything like that. She is perfectly fine. She's going to have actually a really light colored coat, probably the lightest of all the puppies. If you look at her ears, they are very white. Miss Green is very laid back. She is 3.8 pounds, so she is going to be a very petite girl. But I don't let my brothers and sisters run all over me. Say, I hold my own. I sure do. She kind of looks like a little miniature golden retriever. But she is very laid back, very sweet girl. And you can just tell by me holding, the way I was holding Black versus holding her, she's going to be a good bit smaller. Look at that face. Little baby doll. Yes, you are. So this is Miss Green. Miss Orange, you're going to take off Miss Purple's. Can I have this? Say, I put these ribbons on them just for the video so you guys can see them. They don't like them. Usually, with other litters, they've had them off by now, but these guys are so good that they didn't take them off. Miss Orange was trying to. Sorry, all right, where are we at on the weight? All right, we are Miss Purple. Miss Purple is 5 pounds. Not our biggest girl, but very good in size. Miss Purple is one of our more active girls. So she loves to play, usually right there wrestling with the other ones, right on top of them. For a Valerie puppy, I'm pretty active. Yeah. Compared to other litters, she'd be in the laid back group. But that's just because these guys are just laid back and pretty chill. So yes, we are. This is Miss Purple. Not our most active girl, but kind of get categorized as more active compared to the others. All right, so next we've got Miss Yellow. All right, Miss Yellow. Miss Yellow. All right, Miss Yellow has a very light colored coat. Miss Yellow is one of our most laid back girls, easygoing. She does get very excited when we walk in, usually one of the first to greet us, but just kind of more laid back when the pups are playing. She'll kind of go over to the side and she might take the rope and, you know, play over there by herself, but really not the most outgoing as far as jumping all over everybody and the rough play, so that's just not her style. Miss Yellow is also 5 pounds, so exact same size as Miss Purple, just a little bit different temperament. Not as outgoing, no, not as active. So this is Miss Yellow. And you were the one that was just taking, come here. Hey. Hey. This is Miss Orange. Miss Orange loves people. Loves people. She's kind of middle of the pack. Not our most active, not our most laid back. Definitely loves people. She's going to have a light colored coat. Miss Orange is 5.2 pounds, so still not our biggest girl. Definitely up there towards the top though. She's our second in size for females, but they're also very similar besides Miss Green. That size with these guys really isn't going to make much of a difference. They are all very similar. The only one that's different is Miss Green and Mr. Black. Miss Green being small, Mr. Black being big. So this is Miss Orange. Loves people. Say, my tail's always wagging like my brother Mr. Brown. Yes, it is. Okie dokie. Well, Miss Blue, that's not very nice. Just stand on top of them. All right, we did orange. We've got white. Where are you? White. Yeah, I'm over here by myself. This is Miss White. Miss White is 4.6 pounds, so a little bit smaller than purple and orange and yellow. Miss White is a little bit more active than the other girls. Definitely not as active as Miss Blue, but kind of right behind that. Yes. I'm just relaxing. They're doing really good with their socialization process, getting used to new sounds. This is great when we hold them. We can flip them over like this and they completely relax. So they're doing very, very well with this. See, I just like to be held, and so I could stay like this all day. Couldn't I? You fall asleep? Did you fall asleep? I think she is about to fall asleep. Whew. So this is Miss White. See, I was almost asleep, Mama. I was almost asleep. We're just going to make a puppy pile, I guess. All right. Now for the big girl. The big girl. Oh. Right. So this is Miss Gray. Miss Gray is going to be a big girl. She's got a very thick coat. Miss Gray is 5.4 pounds. So she is the same size as Mr. Brown. She's going to have more of the blocky look, kind of like the males do. Say, it's just going to be a big girl. She was one of our most active. She's kind of now middle of the pack. Say, I'm definitely not as active as the other ones. I'm not as laid back as, say, Green is. I'm kind of in the middle. All of these dogs really have very similar temperaments. Like I said, Valerie's just so relaxed. Tommy's our big teddy bear. that just, you know, loves to be petted and thinks he's still a lap dog. So these guys kind of carry on those temperaments as well. So this is our big mama who loves to eat. So I have no problem getting to the food. I don't have any problem pushing people out of the way. In case you can't tell by looking at my belly, I like to eat. I sure do. So this is Miss Gray. And now for our most outgoing puppy by far, who has finally laid down and gone to sleep. She's been the only one up playing this whole video, and I didn't call you a boy this time. Aren't you so proud? Is Miss Blue. Miss Blue has a very light colored coat. Miss Blue is definitely our most active. Loves toys. Just right there in the middle. Anytime the dogs or puppies are playing, she is right there with them. Miss Blue is 5 pounds, so very similar in size to all of the other ones. The difference with her is her temperament. Definitely outgoing. Really light colored coat. Say, I steal the show. They come in and I'm just ready to play, play, play. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So this is Miss Blue. Well, we've got them all right here together. I'll kind of let you try to get a good look. You can see their coat colors. So we've got Miss Orange right here. We've got gray right here. We've got white, blue, yellow, and then the two boys are right here side by side. And then we got little tiny Miss Green right here and Miss Purple right here. So you can kind of see everybody's coat color. The main thing to do is compare their ear colors. That's the color, the darkest they're going to be when they grow up. So you can see Miss White has a very light colored coat. Yeah. Miss Gray's probably got the most cream in hers. Miss Orange is very light in color. And then the two boys right here, you can see those side by side. But yeah, everybody's doing really good. I wish they were up playing more for you for the video, but this is kind of the temperament of these dogs. I love a laid back dog, so this is kind of, this would be one that I would want to choose for sure. But they are getting big. We will go next week for our week 6 first round of shots. They'll also be microchipped. I'll go over all that information with you next week. If you guys have any questions about the puppies or anything, just let me know. And we will see you back here next week for our week 6 video.